Hey everyone, it's Molly the Kush RN, your cannabis community correspondent and host of Conversations with Kush podcast. We are in the Zen Arcade tonight, inside Hook and Ladder at Smoking on the Runway, number 5. So we are joined by some of the designers, one of which includes my good friend Motor. Motor, welcome back.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be back. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, how have you been?
I have been fantastic.
Yeah.
A little busy, but
Yeah.
fantastic nonetheless.
Incredible show tonight. Your clothes always inspire energy and being upbeat, and I just love that about you. Hence the name, right?
Well, it comes from a lot of places, but you gotta look good, feel good. Sometimes you gotta dress it up and do it, but doesn't mean when you're chilling you can't look and feel good too. So we gotta have something for all the levels.
Yeah.
Life's about everything. So.
What's this about you running for city council?
Yeah, I ran for city council at large in Duluth.
Okay.
I missed it by 90 votes.
Oh,
I was
dang.
90 votes away from being on the
Okay.
ballot. But, shout out Rich True. Shout out Allie Rennan. They helped me with my campaign. They did an amazing job. We were grassroots, independent, and we were 90 votes away from being on the ballot. So
Talk to me about your platform. What kinds of things do you want to change? Would you have wanted to change in Duluth?
So what we were running on was downtown revitalization. Mm-hmm. That was a big one because people need to feel safe downtown in order to come back downtown.
Yeah, there's a small percentage of unhoused people there. I noticed last time I was there.
Yeah, I own a house downtown, so yeah. I am very aware of that situation, and just people need help. But that goes into my second part, is housing, actual housing.
Got you.
Not the random little projects that prop up some out-of-towners' pockets.
I heard a statistic today that said there was 22 vacant homes for every homeless person. Like, that's, big corporations owned. I was like, damn, yeah.
Because I know in Duluth, we're technically 3,000 units short on housing.
Wow, okay.
So, and in addition to that, the mayor wanted to, one of his initiatives was to get our population up over 90,000, which is only like a 4,000 or 5,000 person increase, but
Sure.
when you're already at a deficit,
Right.
it makes it hard. So it's like we need to we focus on getting people that are already here into stable living situations.
Sure.
Because that is the foundation. As someone who has been homeless multiple times in my life and had to start over, I can tell you that if I would have had a place to launch off of, and not had to do things some ways, I could have made a turnaround a lot faster than I did. And I'd like to think I made a pretty decent turnaround, like homeless to homeowner in 4 years.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So
congratulations. Yeah.
That's God. That ain't me. Anything good is God. Anything else, that's me.
Yeah.
We learn and we progress.
Yeah, for sure. Not perfection, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So you mentioned something about music. You have a new song out, or what are you doing musically?
I got a bunch of unreleased music. I got features from some of Tech Nine's old artists, Bryson
nice.
Tiller.
Okay.
A couple. I'm not gonna drop too many names, but I got some songs in the vault. I got some stuff I've been working on, and I kind of took a break with running for city council.
Yeah.
And for doing some of the community initiatives that I've been running. But I do believe it's important that as a creative, you have that artistic freedom and you're able to do things how you want to do them and say things how you want to say them.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I know in the political world it gets kind of iffy with some of that stuff, and so
Sure.
it's I took a break and just been polishing that up.
Nice.
Running music workshops for
It's
kids
always
every
nice
week.
to have different things to do in life too, and to try different things and see what fits, right? So good for you. Yeah.
I've been doing a lot more acting stuff. So commercial work, film work, working as part of the production crew. Like I was just on set building the set for a movie that's getting filmed right now, and
cool.
I also had an acting role in it.
Okay, cool.
I can't say too much about it because how those things go. They make you sign some papers, and you get in trouble if you say too much. But
Right.
there's a lot of opportunities for film within the state, for sure.
So what's next for you then? Let's add one more thing for you.
Well, new clothing designs. For
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Building opportunities for the community. I'm working on more of my art mixers. So those are community events I throw where it's poetry, live music, arts and crafts, local vendors, and independent film. I'm working fashion. I want to get fashion into that too, and I've started reaching out to some people like
Awesome.
Like Kara.
Great job.
And you know, just really trying to give creatives a place where they can meet, mingle, but also the community a chance to discover more of the art forms and just see what's really out there, because I feel like, especially in places in Duluth, there are certain genres or certain like things that are highlighted more than others, and I don't see that as necessarily fair, but I also didn't see a lot of people doing anything about it. And so if you have a complaint, you know, you can either sit there and complain, or you can do something about it. And I chose to do something about it.
Gotcha.
So I've, grant funding. And
last but not least, tell my audience where they can find you.
So you can find me everywhere that you can look for anyone, either MN Motor or your Motivation. That's MODER, not like a car. That's my real last name. They call me the Motivator in the Army. But Motor218 on Instagram. I think at Motivation on TikTok. Facebook, you can find me on. I got a couple pages on there. Would love to hear from you though.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, Motor. It was really nice sitting down with you again, catching up. So appreciate your hard work, especially your community work. I really love that. And thank you for your art, too.
Yeah, we're all in this together, you know? So we got to help each other out and have some fun while we're at it.
Yeah. So that's it for this segment of Conversations with Kush podcast. Peace.
Ayo, much love.